Yeah. Welcome back. What's good? Welcome back to Topic Talk. I'm TK Breezy, where you seek it, I speak it. Now, we got a decent amount of topics today, man. And honestly, we didn't even have like a lot of topics. They're just a lot of heavy topics or a lot of long topics. So let's get into some of the softer stuff first. The first one we see right now is the Young Falcon saying Guilty Gear Strive thoughts and any plans to commentate for the game. Guilty Gear is dope. Sick game. I play Geo, she's fun. I probably won't get around to playing anybody else because I feel like I just like Geo a lot. I like learning about the other characters for sure, but as far as commentary, I don't know if I'm going to commentate it. I think right now I'm sticking with Smash, Tekken, and Rocket League, and then Brawlhalla, of course. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else I would do, I guess, outside of just kind of like watching, being a spectator who knows a lot about that game. Now, if they need me to commentate, you know, like if they're like, yo, I really need, you know, we need a couple commentators for this game, then yeah, sure, I'll pull up. But for the most part, I'm big chilling on that. I'm just gonna, you know, do my thing in the games that I've already been doing my thing in, you know. So with that being said, we're going to move into our next topic. We got EJ dropping. She dropped two different topics here. We got Chris Brown suspect in battery probe. Chris, you will never be able to redeem yourself if you keep doing the same actions. It says, Chris Brown suspect in battery investigation. A woman claims he smacked her weave off. Chris Brown under investigation for battery. The alleged victim told cops he smacked the back of her head so hard her weave came off. Law enforcement, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Just the way that they're describing it is kind of funny. Like, now, if another woman had smacked a woman so hard that the weave came off, I'd be laughing. But because it's Chris Brown, I can't be laughing too loud. Law enforcement said, sources tell TMZ, police responded to the singer's San Fernando Valley home over the weekend where a woman claimed Breezy slapped her. We're told a woman claimed the slap made part of her weave come out, and police took a battery report and named Chris as a suspect. Our sources say the alleged victim had no injuries aside from the alleged dislodged weave, and no arrests have been made. Okay. It's the second time in as many months cops were called to Chris' pad. The first being his massive birthday bash, which LAPD broke up early in the AM. We reached out to Chris' camp about the latest incident. So far, radio silence. Okay, Chris. Look, man, I fucking hate being like somewhat of a fan of Chris Brown because I love his music. Like, he makes catchy music, but goddamn, are you a shitty person? Like, just stop being shitty. Like, but I mean, it's, you know, obviously there's a process to that. You can't just stop being shitty. So the other topic she had was the lab analysis was done to determine whether a Subway tuna sandwich contained tuna DNA.
Yeah, for real, man.
What the?
Look at Portugal, man.
The New York Times published a what the?
That's a speculative effort. That.
What the? What? All right, let me go ahead and mute that. I don't even know where the fuck that's coming from. I can't even mute it. There we go. The New York Times published a report Sunday which revealed that lab tests didn't find amplifiable tuna DNA in Subway's infamous tuna sandwich. NYC submitted 60 inches worth of Subway tuna sandwiches for 3 separate Los Angeles locations for the lab and an analysis in wake of the lawsuit filed earlier this year alleging that sandwich chains were serving customers in mixtures of various concoctions that did not constitute tuna. All right, well, first of all, the fact that you're eating a tuna sandwich from Subway, you already fucked up. You went to Subway to eat tuna? All right, bro. I can't. The only thing I've ever really eaten from Subway is like regularly was like the chicken bacon ranch or whatever. So I don't know what it is. Seafood experts said that the chain's tuna dilemma may not actually have to do with them. The taste and the quality of tuna made for some ways was popular product. These basic accusations threaten to damage our franchise. I want to know what it actually is, though. One is heavily processed where we could pull out. We couldn't make the identification, or we got some and there's just nothing there that's tuna. So they don't even know what it is. Oh man, that's fucking gross. That's okay. A lot going on with that, man. Definitely don't want y'all to be. Don't go to Subway to eat tuna, man. Like that's just. Don't do that, okay? For my sake. You know? So, yeah, I mean, look, I mean, honestly, man, Quiznos is better anyway. So, we're going to get to the next topic, man. I was not expecting that for sure, man. Y'all really just be, bro. Like, I cannot, I haven't eaten Subway in like literal years, so I'm good on that. We got J-Man Twitch TV saying influencers returning after large controversy. All right. I think this is an interesting topic because I feel like some people, obviously they can never return, right? Like they'll never be able to come back true to form. But it sucks. I think it sucks that a lot of people will make a mistake, you know, and they'll make a large mistake for sure. And they should get punished for it, right? Like they should like lose platform. People should, you know, view them differently. But it sucks that people like will continue to like harp on said person like to the point where they it's like they want them to die. You know what I'm saying? They're like for instance, this thing with Samsora, right? Samsora comes back. All he says was, you know, I've had time to reflect, you know, and obviously like it's been an experience to being on the receiving end of like a bunch of hate and like, you know, wronging people, whatever. But people want him to like come back, apologize, and then say he's like going to off himself or something. Because like realistically, there's nothing that he needs to do at this point in time. Like he's out the community. He has no chance of coming back to the community. He didn't say that he was coming back to the community. And yet people are still like, but Samsora, stay out. But like, he is staying out. Like, he's not, like, I didn't see anywhere in his last statement where he was like, I hope that y'all will accept me back. He didn't say none of that shit. All he said was, look, like, I've been gone for a bit and these are some of the thoughts that I've had. And I'm going to continue to work on myself, whatever. Didn't say anything about work on myself so I can come back to the community. Just said, I continue to work on myself. So it's weird. It's weird that you just like people just like want like revenge for something that one doesn't affect them, but they also want like due diligence and justice to like the highest power for shit that literally does not affect them. Like I don't know what else you can do to Samsora. Like yes, he could get charged for whatever, but he's out the community, Zach's out the community, Nairo's back, and unfortunately Nairo's not back to the full capacity, but he is back in the way. It is unfortunate that Nairo had to go through everything that he had to go through, but as far as what else we can do with this situation, like there is nothing else that we can really do outside of like charging Samsora like legally, you know? And if y'all want to go about doing that, then go about doing that. But like as far as the community aspect of it goes, he's out the community. He's not coming back. No one said he's coming back. He's not trying to come back. Now, if he does start to come back, there's a conversation to be had there. Like if he decides, you know what, I'm trying to come back, there's a conversation to be had there for sure. But I haven't seen that. So, yeah. How do I keep getting to this point where like I keep missing what where's my topic talk stuff? Like I keep moving it and then it's messing me up. So anyway, our next topic is, well, it's the Hax stuff. So if you haven't been keeping up with Hax, I mean, obviously it's kind of hard to keep up with Hax because he keeps deleting his tweets. Which for someone who wants to show themselves is like completely right, you know, I wouldn't delete as many tweets as I'm deleting. Like it makes you look bad in a scope. But basically, if you have not been keeping up, Hax first started this tirade against Leffen, saying that Leffen is a narcissist, he's evil, all this other good stuff. He's been bullying him forever, which some of that is true. Leffen probably was going around bullying, not even probably, definitely was going around bullying Hax before, but some of the stuff that he brought up about Leffen was obviously not true. Like, I feel like the way that he was going about saying that Leffen Leffen was bullying him was weird. It was like, you're making like weird parallels and stuff. But so he did that, and then there's controversy with IBDW with the fact that, like, you know, he was making fun of IBDW's assault in victimhood, but he also said that IBDW lied about some stuff, which I do think there's some embellishment in IBDW's story before, but when he came out with his Twitlonger, I think all of that was true. So right now, the biggest thing that's going on with Hax is that, like, he has made himself look almost clinically insane. He has driven himself to some level of madness. He has started a tirade against Leffen that really didn't need to be started. Yes, Leffen has had a shitty past, and maybe he is still doing shitty shit now, but as of right now, I haven't really seen too much shitty shit from Leffen outside of him complaining about fighting games. Like, that's usually where Leffen goes. You know, that's where Leffen is as far as, like, his level of shittiness, right? It like, from the outside looking in. So, like, I don't know what Hax is planning to do. I don't know what Hax was trying to do, but the last thing he did was come out with this long ass Twitlonger. And I mean, I'll link it if you want to read it, but basically almost all of the things that he's done since the beginning have just been rehashings of the same shit. So the evidence.2 zip video 1 was a very bad video where he's comparing shit to, like, Hitler and all that good stuff. That was like a 3-hour video. And then he made like a transcript of that video. Then he made a second video that kind of like does the same shit of the verse video, but takes out some of the very large and wild claims, right? So yes, it is a more uniform video, but it's still, like, why? I mean, like, I feel like him and Leffen have not associated with each other probably throughout the entirety of quarantine, but even then, some before then, because like Hax is always like on and off on retirement and whatnot, right? So then, after such, you know, people are realizing that, like, Hax is kind of like the narcissist here in the way that he's going about things. So he starts catching bans left and right. IBW starts calling him out for some of his stuff. Jisoo starts calling him out for some of his stuff, and then he comes out with another statement now, and this statement is like trying to, I won't say exonerate, but trying to explain why he did all the things that he did. But it's weird because the statement that he's doing is like, hey, I'm kind of apologizing, but I'm not really apologizing because I'm trying to explain that I'm still right. I'm just apologizing because it makes me, it's what the community wants. So then he decides to make a self-imposed ban of a 3-month ban, even though he's already been catching bans online and from a couple of choice TOs from around the America. So I don't know what he was trying to accomplish here at the end. I made a tweet saying, like, the level of hypocrisy of calling Leffen a huge narcissist, which obviously still could be true, but then turning around and then trying to justify your shitty actions, and then a self-imposed ban when you've already been catching official bans from TOs. Who's really a narcissist? Like, it's you. Both of y'all could be narcissistic, but, like, you're the pot calling the kettle black, 1000%. And the biggest level of hypocrisy that I saw so far was he didn't reach out to Leffen, or at least there's nothing saying that he reached out to Leffen to say that, like, you know, hey man, like, there's some things that I felt like you plagued me for and I would like to talk to you about it. But then he was mad that IBDW did not reach out to him before, like, making tweets about him. And then in the same Twitlonger where he was mad about it, he said that he was giving IBDW the cold shoulder. So even if IBDW have reached out, I'm led to believe that you wouldn't have accepted him reaching out anyway. So what were you trying to accomplish here outside of running in full circles? You know, like, nothing that you set out to do, like, it worked. I don't. Yeah, this is definitely a very sad public meltdown, and I you know, like, I know that Hax, you know, people talk to Hax and said he's not actually going crazy, And maybe, like, I don't know, maybe he's of sound mind and whatever, but like, I think that there's still a level of therapy that can be done here, because if you are of sound mind, then you are a wildly narcissistic person, and that needs to be addressed. I think you need to sit down with a therapist and talk about why you feel the way that you feel about yourself over the fact that you can press buttons in a game very well. Like, I don't know, man. It couldn't be me. It could not be me. So that situation is interesting. If you want to like read up on it, I will link the last thing that he put out, the last Twitlonger that he put out. That's if it even stays up, because I mean, if you go into a thread that Hax has been in and you see a bunch of this has been deleted by the author, that's how you know Hax was there, bro. Hax leaves his tweets up for about 3 hours, then he's like, gotta go. That boy gotta his tweets left. Hax's tweets are basically Snapchats, right? Like, you get them for a bit, you get them for about 24 hours, then they're gone, they're erased, and you'll never see them again unless you screenshotted it. So yeah, man, that's this topic talk. Very interesting one altogether. Hax, I know that he says he's not crazy, but I hope that he does get some level of help or something. So, but as I said, I will put the Twitlonger in the replies. If you guys want to have more of a conversation about it, go ahead and reply in the comments below. We'll do more topic talks this week. I have 2 I have to drop this week, but I've just been like, I've had to edit a lot of stuff within them, but we will get around to dropping those. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and I will see you on the next topic talk. Peace.